Blue, you know you're on mute, right?
My great brother, what's up with you? Eh?
What's up? What's up, Blue? How you
I
feeling?
can't hear you. It's on my end. Hold on. Don't know what just happened with my mic.
I can hear you fine. I can hear you just fine.
Oh, you can hear me, great brother?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Hey, look at this. They ain't sending out notification.
All
Can't
right.
even can't even get 35 people here.
You know what? I ain't even have my phone on because usually I have my phone that show the chat. I ain't
Yeah.
even have my phone on just now, so I can't even see. Let me see. Let me see what we got. Who fight tonight, Blue?
We got uh um David Morrell. We got uh Chris Colburn and Jose
Who Cobra
Valenzuela.
fight? Oh,
Valenzuela,
word?
the rematch.
Oh, word. That's tonight.
And we got Bam Rodriguez
Oh
and
shit.
Sonny
Oh,
Evans.
okay. So we're gonna Dang.
No,
What
we
what?
gonna cook it. We ain't gonna do the fights. We're just gonna cook on regular, and
Oh, okay.
then we'll go ahead and watch the fights because man, this cold is kicking my.
Yeah. No, I got you, man. I got you.
It's
True poet, salute, great brother. What's going on? No taint slander will be tolerated tonight. Hope Nail, salute, man, salute.
hey,
Yeah,
man,
for a
we
fact.
we
Hey, I smash the like button. Everyone that's coming inside of the building, smash the like buttons for the YouTube algorithm so they can go ahead and send out the notifications. We're about to get started. Let me see who's in the building. I got my brother Hope Nail in the building. I got Christian in the building, True Poet in the building. Champ, salute to you in the building. I got Dalen Williams in the building, salute. I got Shine in the building. You ain't got no CMOS Blue. You know what? He should have it. Shine, that's a good question. You
no,
got
I
your
got you.
CMOS?
I took my CMOS.
Okay. No,
CMOS,
he said he got it.
yeah, CMOS, Bladerack, everything.
What up, Yee Honcho? Salute.
I took every damn thing. Flaxseed
Yeah,
oil.
man. Like I told Blue, it just seemed like out the C19, it's just like a bunch of different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it never.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, it's lingering. Like
yeah, for some odd reason,
it just lingers,
you
bro.
know.
It's just weird. It's really, really weird, bro. And it's
You got.
like a
Yeah,
head
go ahead,
cold.
Blue.
It's like a
But
head
it's
cold.
just lingering though.
Yeah, it's just lingering, man. It's just amazing, bro. But yeah, I
So is
want to
this
do
a confirmation with the 50,000 pay-per-view buys? Like, did we have any? Did we make any
yeah.
headway as
So
far as
so
how true that is?
so my thing is this, right? Is that I'm seeing that suddenly this has turned into first of all the 50K thousand pay per view buys. Where's the proof of it? See, I leave well enough alone. You know what I mean? A side. I
Mm,
report my numbers, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I leave it alone. Whatever
right.
somebody else reports is what they report, but people continue to drag me into their reports, right? Oh, Blue said it was 220,000. Where'd that number come from? Well, where'd the 50,000 number come from?
Right.
So now I got $1,000 right now, 1K, to anybody to show me where the $50,000, 50,000 pay per view came from.
No, that's a great point. That's one of the points that I made earlier today. I understand banter going back and forth, between two boxers, but when we start to pretty much say, one side is right, one side is wrong. I had a great conversation with OK. We really honestly don't know. We don't know which side is telling the truth, which side is not. But one thing for certain that we all want to see is we all want to see this fight. We all want to see any type of information that can come out that can make headway to seeing this fight come into fruition. That's it. That's what we really want. We don't care about We don't care about nothing else. I'm saying that at its very, very, very bottom, we really don't care about nothing else but getting a fight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
We want to see the fight. We want to see the best fight, the
Right.
best, right? And this is what happens. So I don't know where this false narrative came out that you know that I said that Devin Haney was the A side, or maybe I'm missing something. But where did
Salute,
Devin
Jesse
and Bill,
R.
where did Devin and Bill come out and said that they was the A side?
That's what's being uttered right now. That Devin is proclaiming himself the A side.
Yeah, I see everybody saying this now.
Nah.
Suddenly it's like, well, how's that make Devin Haney the A side? When did Devin and Bill say that they was the A side? I never heard that.
Right. I think that people are starting to come to that conclusion because they feel like that Bill Haney and Devin Haney has said things that they won't do with Tank, and by them saying things that they won't do, people feel like the audacity of you to tell me what you're not going to do, and you're not the person that's calling the shots. So you must feel as if you're the A side or you have A side privileges. When they're pretty much just saying what they won't do, and the fight won't happen at certain if certain things aren't adhered to. You see what I'm saying? They're not saying that it won't happen. They're just that they're saying that it won't happen at 35, and that they're saying that it won't happen. It won't happen if it's some type of rehydration clause on it.
Right. Now look at this. Right. When I posted my video before anybody talked about it, this is what came up. But people said that I made it.
Let me see that. Therefore, it is likely that Haney Progress pay-per-view sales were in the range of 150,000 to 250,000, as previously reported by the Sportster. The fight was free to stream for the DAZN subscribers in the UK in $74.99 in the United States.
So where did I make it?
So you're saying what? So you're saying what makes that report less credible than another report stating that?
Right.
Right. You know, it's one thing that I see. Hold on.
So here's what happens is that people want to report what they want to report, because I never heard. So now when Rick Glazer says it and people pick up on what Rick Glazer says, now it's taken as golden. Okay, so show me. So now it only Leonard Ellaby and Rick Glazer said that it did 50,000, and now everybody picked up on what Leonard Ellaby and Rick Glazer said, right?
But
so now Bill and Leonard Ellaby is going back and forth, and Leonard Ellaby said, "You're not going to tell me I'm lying, but just know you're not the A side." But where's the proof of the 50,000? And the reason I say with Leonard Ellaby, because Leonard Ellaby don't put out numbers. So why suddenly did he put out a number? Because when Rick Glazer reported that Tank Davis only did 50,000 pay-per-view buys with Isaac Cruz.
So this is what they said with Tank. That wasn't cool. I got that white light right there, so let me know if you can see it. I probably got to put my hand right here. Hold on, let me see. We got let me go back into. All right, boom, right there. I don't know if I can read it backwards, but you guys probably can read it because it's like in the mirror. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what they said. You can't see. Okay, it says I'll read it to you just in a second. Right? It says I held it long enough so the chat can see it. It says pay-per-view numbers where all platforms just did 61,000 buys, which is much less than what I had thought it would do. Tank is a great ticket seller, but he is not selling pay-per-view as it is illegally being streamed. Pirating is really killing the boxing pay-per-view model. So this is the Hector Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight that was reported to do 61,000. Like when I seen that, I said, "Well, what's the proof of that?" There's no proof in that they only did 61,000 pay-per-view buys. So if I have that type of, if I have that type of energy for Tank, I got to have it for Devin as well, because that's an extreme low end, and I would want to see some proof. Just the same way as I want to see some proof if it did 225,000, because just the same way I want to see with Devin Haney. I would want to see.
You have all these people, content creators, talking about, well, where's the number with 220, and they would lean more towards it doing 50,000 because Regis Prograis is not a draw. Okay, so where's the proof? Because Hector Garcia ain't a draw, but they told us it did these astronomical numbers. So where's the proof of it, though?
Right.
Okay, so outside of the normal people like Dan Raphael, Mike Coppinger, and what's the other one name?
The pay-per-view numbers?
No, the other reporter. Not Mike. It's Mike Coppinger, Dan Raphael, and what's the other dude now? I can't remember. But outside of them reporting it, where do you get these numbers from? And don't tell me Google, because I could Google myself and they're gonna tell you my net worth is something completely different what it actually is.
And I just seen a message inside of the chat from Dub was saying that Rolly's Romero arm reach was like 66 inches or something like that. And you have responded to him like, yeah, Google be off sometimes, especially with numbers, you know, what boxers. So you can't take that into account as a credible source. I just and I stand on this. The same energy that I have for the 50,000 buys and pay-per-views is the same energy that I have towards the 250,000.
That's his
with
name.
Devin, like
$150. Yeah, Michael Benson. Thank you, $150.
Michael Benson. Right. So it's like I would want to see proof either way, because to me, anywhere between 150 and 250,000 is a success. That's a success, and I would want to know that is that number is credible, because you would need that number taken into consideration moving forward, right? You wouldn't want that to be fluff. You would want that to be credible as well. Just the same way as you would want the $50,000. I mean, not the 50,000 pay-per-view buys to be credible, because it's going to play a part in negotiations later on.
Right. No, 4K said, Blue, did you report tank sales at 61K? No, I didn't report that. Let me tell you why I didn't report that, 4K. Because when those numbers came out, prior to those numbers coming out, Steven Espinosa told me himself that he wasn't in his position. He wasn't in his right to actually tell the people what Tank Davis' numbers was, because he was an independent contractor, and that goes against the law. But now everybody's privy to Devin Haney numbers and willing to release it. So where's the proof of it? USA Sports Topic say, yeah, it was 50K. Okay, I got 1,000 for you to show me where it was 50K. Show me the proof.
Hey, Bobby, Bobby Cole, I agree with that.
Show me the proof outside of you using Google and going off of what. And now, how can we use Rick Glazer numbers when Rick Glazer reports the numbers of Tank being at 60,000, right? And then being at no, I didn't report that.
Salute.
I didn't report that because, again, like I said, when Steven Espinosa told me that, I didn't report on it because there was no numbers for me, in my opinion, to report on.
Right, not no factual numbers. I mean, it wasn't nothing from a reputable source that you will feel comfortable enough to put out a report on.
USA Sports Topic. You said that's what Google said, but when I put in Google, this is what it came up for me. So how come it don't come up for nobody else? This is not me. I didn't write that. Right there. What'd you see? You can see that clear as day, can't you?
Eastside is a salute.
And this is from me Googling DAZN. I Googled DAZN, and this is what came up when I Googled DAZN. This is not from Bill Haney, as you can see. This is an article from DAZN's website. Devon Glenn said, "Put those numbers in." I just showed you. This is what I Googled from DAZN's website, brother. As you can see, this is not from Bill Haney.
I agree with you,
They're
okay.
all reporting numbers that came from Leonard Ellaby and came from Rick Glazier. This came from the DAZN website. So, okay. So now prove either one of us wrong. Where's the proof? But we running around talking about, we running around talking about how is their number of 50K more credible than this number? What makes it more credible? What makes it more credible? Because see, when Rick Glazier reports Tank Davis numbers, Leonard Ellaby disputed it and said that was false, but never gave a number.
Absolutely.
Sean said, and that's been out like 5 days now. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. So how come nobody can seem to find this, but I did? Through DAZN.com. This is what DAZN expected it to be. So show me where they got their numbers from. That's all I'm asking. Since everybody wanted to dispute me.
Salute Jones 2-3.
Since everybody wanted to dispute me.
It's getting to a point where, and maybe it's just me. I want to get your opinion on the blue while we online. It's getting to a point where it's getting disgusting, man. We get into the weeds of it's getting disgusting. It's not fun anymore. It's not it's getting to the point where it's like, come on, man. Are we going fans into the from what I'm seeing, fans to the point? Are we going to make the fight or not? Because
no 4K. Let me correct you. When you put it in Google, it does not say 50K. When you put it in Google, it comes up who's reporting it to be 50K. Click on those links, and it's going to lead you to the person who's saying that it's 50K. According to said person, this is what the numbers are. That's what it says. So it don't say that it did definitively 50K. It says this is who's reporting it. So now let's prove. Show me the actual proof of the actual numbers that it did 50K or less than. Because now when Rick Glazier reports, now all of a sudden Rick Glazier is correct. But when Rick Glazier reports against the PBC, he's incorrect? He's a PBC hater? He's an Al Heyman hater? I'm confused.
Who is this?
Well, Christian innocent, no doubt about it. They embellished the numbers 1,000%. You understand? Yeah, those articles are based off of what's want to be told. But where's the actual numbers? It's just like you can Google it. Where's the actual numbers to show us that Tank did an actual 1.2 million pay-per-view buys?
Present, please. Where's my present? Bye, Joy. Thank you.
Where's the actual picture? Where's the actual proof?
All right, so here's the
now watch this. Bobby Caldwell said never will buy Haney fight unless he's fighting Tank. But you'll buy a Tank fight when he's fighting 130 pounder, ballooned up in weight. Make it make sense.
So it says Devin fight with Regis Progress reportedly brought in a dreadfully poor 50,000 buys on DAZN pay-per-view. Nowhere near the projected huge numbers that some had believed it will bring in. It is unclear whether the terrible numbers resulted from piracy or fans saving their money from for the holiday season. Now that is eerily similar to what they said with this. Now I'm going to read this again. Pay-per-view numbers with all platforms did just 61,000 buys, which is much less than I had thought it would do. Tank is a great ticket seller, but he's not selling pay-per-views, as it is illegal as it is illegally being streamed. Pirating is really killing the boxing pay-per-view model. We don't know either one of those are right, and it sounds similar. It sounds similar in nature.
So Devin ain't a draw because he only did 50,000. Ain't that what Tank said? Nobody want to see that.
Right.
50K. But okay, let's go off your numbers. Without Ryan Garcia, you did, according to those numbers, he did 60K.
Yeah, according to their numbers, yeah,
Right.
61,000. Because of piracy. That's
Right.
what they said. And we don't know if that's true. We don't. I doubt that that's true with Hector Garcia because I thought the numbers was higher than that with Hector Garcia, and that's especially after the Rolly fight, which was reportedly about his highest
250,000.
250, 275, give or take, right? And
Now,
then
answer this question, A-Side. It said that he gained $5.2 million at the gate for Hector Garcia, right? Some don't add up, but he only sold 60,000 seats. 60,000 pay-per-view.
61,000. Yeah, 60,000 pay-per-view. I don't. Some off with that. Some off, and it sounds similar in nature. It just seems like they have a formulated excuse as to why these numbers are low, and then they just, you ever you ever copy someone paper, but you couldn't copy it exact because the teacher gonna know you copied the paper,
right?
So you change it up just a little bit. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like plug and play to me. I don't know if that's true, but that's where I'm at with that.
Right. So something ain't right. You do 5.2 million at the gate. You sell out the arena, but the fight only do 60,000 pay-per-views.
Right, and he's selling out arena guys. Tank is them seats, them nosebleeds are running into the $300 just for 250, 300
Clearly,
range.
Tank can't fight you and sell because he only did 60,000 with an actual fighter who was an actual world champion. So
right. Hey, 1 second. Let me go help with. Let me go help Pam with something real quick, Blue.
Yeah. Do you think?
Take over for me, Blue.
So the 1.7 gate isn't true. I don't know what the gate did. I didn't even check it. But let's say that X. So you think that Devin Haney versus Regis tallied up a total of $5.7 million in total with pay-per-views, with gate, with everything? Do you think that? Yeah, 4K, you see it? Yeah, Quincy Carter, it's amazing, man, ain't it? Crawler Low, what's up, family? Mr. Lightning, what's up? I gotta do something, man. I gotta start getting back in the gym faithfully. Salute to Successful Hustle Brother Super Chat. We just want to see the fight. Forget the excuses. Agreed. X said, nah, I believe it did 100 to 125,000. Right, so something don't make sense. So you think Limoncini was good? You think Tank Davis? Excuse me. Devon Glenn said, "Yep, about 5.5 million." Well, if you believe that, you're not very bright. You're not very bright. If you think the fight totaled $5.7 million, then you're not very bright. And DAZN took a major loss. Now make it make sense. But they're already willing to invest back in Devin Haney. Okay. Regis got about $2 to $3 million for the fight. So now, if the fight only did 5.7 million total with pay-per-view, with live gate, then something is wrong. And then you think DAZN took that major loss and already willing to get back in the saddle? Yeah, okay. Now make it make sense. Use your common sense. BVG Trey, what's up, family? Now make it make sense. Use your common sense, brother. You see? And that's my thing. So then you realize, like, CB Diesel, what's up? I'm in the situation. So I'm gonna stay over here in this way because now exactly, tying the sky blessings, Queen. Now tell me that makes sense, Queen. Now make that make sense.
Yo.
Now, Asa, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
By these numbers, Leonard Ellerbe said the live gate was 1.7 million at the live gate.
With whom?
And with Devin and Regis.
Okay.
And he said that the fight did 50,000 pay-per-view buys. Now do the math. That's 5.7 total for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now you think that Devin Haney versus Regis only generated $5.7 million total?
No, I don't think so. I'm just being honest with you. I don't.
And DAZN is ready to get back in the saddle.
I don't believe that. Not with Devin Haney. I mean, it would have been some type of hesitancy there. Plus, if we're gonna take into consideration what Leonard Ellerbe said, we also have to take into consideration what Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn said that the numbers are from when he had saw it and it wasn't done counting. It's projected to be in the middle of 150,000 to 250,000 with Lomachenko, but they're still counting. And he said, put it like this: the numbers that we're seeing from Devin Haney are very pleasing, and we look forward to doing more business with him. So we have to take that into consideration as well. So why would you want to do more business with somebody who's not selling? Wouldn't it be some type of hesitancy there? But he had said that in the interview as well. So it's just something to take into consideration.
X said, even if DAZN took a loss, that's okay. That's never okay in business, brother. Ain't no business trying to take no losses. What are you talking about?
And you're not trying to take continual losses.
Right.
With someone, you want to cut your ties as quickly as possible and pivot as quickly as possible if it's not working.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, what we got? In the chat. We got from Chrissy Carter, Tank Clown Bill saying that he can't communicate with Al, then put out a statement saying that he might go elsewhere because even he
what's up, bro?
Get him on the horn. What kind of ish is that?
Right. Salute to my brother, Boxer Session TBS. My brother Kyle in the building. What's up, family? Go subscribe to my brother, the Boxer Session TBS. Now, does that make sense to anybody that this fight only generated $5.7 million in total? And they paid Devin Haney and Regis program out of that.
I don't know how to enunciate your name. Salute to you, great brother. Limachini. There we go. Yeah, so salute to you, Limachini. I didn't want to mess it up. Let me see what we got. No sense at all. Let me see Tyann the Scout. Okay, that's
my Egypt.
Do you see the look on Eddie Hearn's face? He don't have that I ain't made my money back look on his face. He said he don't have that I ain't make my money back look on his.
Right.
He said that he looked satisfied with the numbers. Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, Blue hat, correct. I appreciate you. I was gonna go for it.
Next year you're gonna be able to
go ahead.
Salute to Abijah Johnson, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, I was gonna go for it, but Blue helped me out. So I didn't want to mess up your name, man. People be getting mad about their name sometimes. Yeah, I don't got against either side. I just want to see the guys knuckle up. I agree with that, Foke. I think that is where everyone is right now. Everybody just want to see these two fight. We don't care about how they get there. We just want to see that they both are healthy, they both are going to make their money, and that they fight. That's it. All this slander into getting there, and the fans have to go back and forth, and it got to be disrespect on both. It don't need for it. It's just making for a bad outing. It's just making for a bad build-up. I think we can have a good build-up between these two. I think Earl Spence and Bud had a great build-up, mainly because of the respect that was composed between them two. If them two had went off the hinges, then their fans would have went off the hinges.
Right, and my thing is this, right? We just when did we hear Devin and Bill say it was the A side?
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that.
There's one younger than me.
I don't remember hearing them saying that they was the A side. I don't remember. I remember fans saying. I think fans are saying that they think they're the A side because they're making demands, but I never heard them say that they're the A side over Tank. Not one time.
X at Hearn also says they have Haney next fight Is that why Bill can't contact Al directly? And Hearn reached out, breach of contract. Bill could reach out to Al Heyman directly. Christian Anderson. Christian Anderson, here goes the link. I'm going to send you the link. Yeah, here we go.
Where's that coming from? Which one? Oh, folks, you said where's that coming from about being the A side? Now I've been hearing people in boxing pretty much saying that Devin Haney is acting like the A side. Who is he to, pretty much make demands? But I've never heard them utter the words that they're the A side. I've never heard them that come out of their mouth.
Yeah, they said the face of boxing. They never said they was the A side. Actually, he just said in another interview that they wasn't the A side.
Yeah.
So when did he say it was the A side? Never said that.
Pugilist Shiznat. That's one of my favorite names on here. That's a dope name. I said A side. You think Tank ducking Devin? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of the ones of the sentiment that's saying that, he haven't yet said that to me. He haven't yet said that I'm only focusing on Devin. I only want to fight him, and I'm only making sure that happened right now. Some people said that he did.
Christian Anderson, click the link. The link is right there. Christian Anderson, click the link.
Some people said that he did, and I want to send that. I want them to send that to me. Any literature that you have on it, any videos that you have on it, where Tank has said that I only want to fight Devin. I'm after Devin. I want to fight him next. That's it. I don't want to fight nobody else. I just want to fight him next. Until somebody say something like that, I just don't think that they serious about the fight. And it's not just to Tank, this to anybody. This to Canelo too. Canelo have not yet said that I want to fight David Benavidez yet next. I'm not taking no other fights. I'm not taking nothing. I don't want to talk to him. I want this fight next. That's it. When Bud and EJ wanted to fight each other, that's how they was talking. That's how they were talking. They wanted that next, and he meant that.
Devon Glenn, you're lying, man. Bill did not say that they were A side over Tank. He never said that. Show me where Bill said that they the A side over Tank Davis. Please send me that information. You said he said it in an interview. Okay, so go find it and send it to me. Go find it, send it to me, and then I'll send you $50. Since you said
can say that
A side over, they said they the A side over Tank. West Philly tour, what's up? TR, what's up? Show me that when he said that. TR always do that. TR don't.
No, TR is funny. Like yeah, TR.
Fat Baker, what's up? Jonathan 97, Braslin McClendon, what's good, family? Sandor Martin won today. He's Devin Haney mandatory. Mo OCC, what's good? Blue, where did you get 150K paid? I just showed everybody. I just put it up.
Quincy, you know what? In my heart of hearts, I want to say no, but I don't know, man. They haven't said let's fight yet. So with that, you can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do with that one. But in my heart of heart, I want to say no because I believe in this fight, Quincy. I want this fight to happen so bad, man. But I don't know, man. I just want him to say, man, Devin, I'm fighting you right now, man. I'm gonna show you you're not who you say you are. I'm gonna make sure everybody see me step on you. Like that's the type of talk I want to see. I'm being real with you.
Agreed. But hey, this water is awesome, bro. It's just hard to find. It's better than the water we drink.
Yo, I had that water like one time. I was like, I wonder if this is the water that Blue was talking about.
Yeah, it's just hard to find. Man. I found it in the bodega next to me, but the bodega is only open at 3:00 in the afternoon.
And they said that soulfish not that easy to find. To get your hands on. Yeah, it is not easy to get your hands on that. TR, I'll debate you. Yo, TR is the funniest. Yo, TR is funny. Whenever you come in,
he ain't debating.
Yo, TR is funny.
Yeah, John, this is the best water ever, bro. It's just hard to find. Like everybody don't have it.
That's true. That's true 1,000%. The fight will happen 2024. I hope it does happen 2024. What do you think, Blue? You think we get that fight between Devin and Tank 2024?
I
If so,
don't
how
know.
do you think we get it?
I hope so, man. That's the only thing I can say. It's just
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
it's like this, right? Like right now, people so quick, right? People so quick to make up these excuses. Now, here's my thing. Like right now, okay, Dev is this and Dev is that. Okay, so where's the demand for Tank to go ahead and fight Shakur Stevenson?
Yeah, that's my next that's my next point. If put it like this, if Devin is too big, if Devin is being a weight bully, if he going up, he too high in weight, if Devin making too many demands, if Devin think he the A side, Shakur is right there in his weight class. Shakur just came up. Shakur is a champion in his weight class, and Shakur is the second person outside of Devin that I believe have a huge rivalry with Tank right now. Nobody else have rivalries with Tank outside of Devin and Shakur. To me, right now, that matters.
Agreed. Agreed. So I want to see proof where the brother said Bill said that in the interview. Show me where Bill said that in the interview.
What he said in the interview?
He said that Bill said they the A side over Tank.
Oh, really?
That's what the brother said. He said,
Yeah, no,
"Come on,
I
Blue."
love to see that too.
Yeah, he said, "Come on, Blue." Bill said that in the interview. Okay, cool. Show me where he said it.
He said 2025. Oh my God. If this happened 2025, I'm sorry, man. I just think it's gonna be one of them things. It's like Thanksgiving, man. You wait so late to eat, you don't even enjoy it no more. Like it was like a peak time. You know what I mean? Yes. You just eating for sustenance at that point.
Exactly. You know, so you know,
Quincy Carter, Ring Rouse A side. Why is Tank versus Shakur not being pushed? Because Tank and Devin is being pushed right now. Tank and Devin is what the spotlight is on right now. So Shakur is not really in that conversation. But people like myself who is seeing how tough it is with just getting a fight with Devin and Tank, you're gonna look for you're gonna look for a contingency plan, right? And that contingency plan to me is Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson he does check out all the things that Tank is complaining about on his boxes. He's not going to be asking for a catch weight. He's at the 135-pound division. He's not going to rehydrate up to 165, allegedly. And Shakur is a champion inside of his division, so he can't tell little buddy to go do something or make something happen, because he checks off all the boxes in the division. The only thing that he don't check off is that he's not Devin.
And his wife.
Hey, Blue, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Blue.
No, I was saying, Blue, some is coming. Stop playing. I hope so. Christian said I'm in the club at 9:00. What'd you do?
Yeah,
Work at the club?
That's early.
Bro
After
said I'm in the club. Malaya, blessings, Queen. What club you in at 9:00? Because it got to be 9:00. On the West Coast, it's 6:00. It's even earlier.
He said there is the face of boxing on the Boxing Voice interview.
Okay,
yeah, he said that.
Word. But when is he said that he's the A side though? Against Tank Davis. When did they say in negotiations they the A side? When did they say that? He says he's becoming the face of the sport of boxing. He the face of the sport of boxing. But when did he say that they the A side in negotiations? Bill's advocating great for Devin, but the fight will be on Tank's terms. Bill didn't say they the A side, but his response hasn't been respectful. And Tank Davis' team response been respectful. Man, make it make sense, man. Knock it off.
X said, we're going to get the fight. The whole thing is reminiscent of the Ryan situation, Eddie isn't going to be able to match a number equivalent to a pay-per-view versus Tank. Yeah, I think it's going to be extremely hard for anyone in the lower class, almost impossible for anyone in the lower class to generate that type of number without a Gervonta Tank Davis name.
Right.
Maybe a Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney do very well in numbers that won't be those numbers.
Let me say this. Let me say this to 4K before I lose the thought. He said they making A-side demands. Tank said the contract, bro. No, they're not making A-side demands. See, y'all so used to Tank fighting people with no accomplishments and don't have a leg to stand on and can't make any demands, that anytime somebody that makes demands with Tank Davis is they trying to be the A-side. That's not the truth. The truth is, ain't nobody had no accomplishments and no leg to stand on to say anything. And so y'all got so used to people making demands, Tank controlling everything because he fought nobody, and he didn't fight anybody that was accomplished outside of Leo Santa Cruz. So everybody
Gambo was accomplished, but that was
Gambo was already done.
Yeah, and Pedraza was
right.
Was accomplished. Right. Right. No, but I see what you're saying. You're saying when that star power came, you're talking about like the Esau Cruzes, the Hector Garcias. When that star power came, yeah, it was
right. You say, yeah, he can say that 4K because Devin Haney is a 2-division champion. He's undisputed champion, and he's the reigning WBC junior welterweight champion. So yeah, and he's showed that he's a draw. So yeah, he can make demands, bro. He ain't got to go in negotiations with Tank Davis and have to concede to every and anything Tank Davis says. He ain't got to do that.
Oh, that's not Bear. That's blue. That ain't Bear. Quincy Carter. I need to see some more consistency from Tank. Before I say the face of boxing. Right now, I think the face of boxing is still Canelo Alvarez. And I just got to be real. I got to keep it 1,000. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing right now. His floor is at 500,000 in pay-per-view sales or somewhere around there. Like he's just the face. If Tank can consistently do numbers that are up there, then you can tell who's the passing of the torch is going to be. You can tell who's going to be Canelo Alvarez's successor. But as of right now, the face of boxing is firmly Canelo Alvarez. I believe that Tank has the potential to become the face of boxing if he chooses his next couple fights carefully as far as the quality of names that people want to see and actually beating those names. Pugilist Business, that's crazy. The opponents Tank beat became stars. Pitbull Cruz absolutely did become a star. That's why I'm saying, like, this is what I think, right? Quincy Carter. See, we got to be careful with the face of boxing, right? Because we're not paying attention to it. Let's just say hypothetically in the fantasy world, if Canelo was to move the correct way that we want him to move, right? And if he was to fight David Benavidez, if David Benavidez beat him, then that's a passing of the torch fight, right? That's a passing of the torch. If David Benavidez beat Canelo handedly, he can become the face of boxing because he has a country behind him, the very country that Canelo will be leaving off to him. He has the type of style that people want to see, and he get knockouts. And the guy's very, very young, so he'll be in boxing for a while, right? In this hypothetical world, if Canelo was to pass the torch to him, the next face will possibly be David Benavidez if that was to take place. Now with Gervonta Tank Davis, because Gervonta Tank Davis is not the face of boxing yet. He's not. He's on the cusp of becoming the face of boxing. He has an unprecedented amount of stardom right now in the lower weight division that nobody have outside of Canelo Alvarez. His star power is huge. Somebody just said it, that people that he beat up become stars. That's just how much star power he has. He oozes star power, right? If Devin Haney was to fight and beat a Gervonta Tank Davis, or Shakur Stevenson was to fight and beat a Gervonta Tank Davis, they will absorb a lot of that star power You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't. I don't think that Tank will ever lose. Tank got that Mike Tyson type of feel to him, right? To where even if he was to lose, people still gonna rock with Tank. Tank is very exciting. People still gonna watch his fight. People still gonna watch his pay-per-views. He's still gonna be a draw. But what I believe is whoever do beat Gervonta Tank Davis, they're going to absorb so much star power that they're going to become a star in and of themselves. I don't know if I explained that to the point where you guys understand it, but that's how I see it. With Canelo Alvarez, it'll be a passing of the torch as far as the face of boxing. And with Gervonta Tank Davis, it will be developing another star. It'll be another supernova that's going to be born. Let me see. Robert Singleton, great analogy, A-Side. Thank you, great brother. All you have to do is say Tank name and you get traction. Yeah, I mean, the dude oozes star power. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Taylor. He's a star. The dude's a star through and through. Let me see. Salute to Blue and chat plus host. Salute workouts. Let me see. And Tank is relatable due to his early struggles in life. That is true. Tank's story is one that most people can gravitate to because more often than not, people can associate themselves with Gervonta Tank Davis, especially people of minorities, of minority descent, whether it's Black, whether it's Hispanic, whether it's any other minority group, because more often than not, you start off so low at the totem pole. But then if you build your way up and you become that superstar, whether it's with, Floyd Mayweather help or not, he still carried his weight and he still performed and delivered, right? You have to give him that. The dude is extremely talented. People can associate that story with the heroic type of story, rags to riches type of story. Then from a Devin Haney type of story, one that's perceived of him being coddled as a kid, one that's perceived of him pretty much having things readily available to him, that he didn't have to struggle, that he didn't have to go without, that his father did provide for him. More like a Carlton story from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he was born with great talent that got cultivated and fostered inside of a great community that his dad made sure that he provided for his son. I don't think that should be diminished, but I will be lying if I say that more people don't associate with Gervonta Tank Davis story than the Devin Haney story. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this stream up in a little bit. So if anybody have any final thoughts that you guys want to get out, any things that you want to say, just very quickly type it in the chat right now. I'll see if we can get to it. The next time Blue come into the chat, we're going to make sure that we shut it down very quickly, as we know that Blue is quite sick right now. We just wanted to go ahead and give you guys something, give you guys some tidbits and some jewels that we can think about and talk about. If you are in the chat, please do us a favor and go ahead and smash the like button. Smash the like button. Click the X at the top right hand side of the stream. Make sure you click the thumbs up until it goes back, then come back into the chat. We appreciate you guys. All right, let me see what I got. What we got? Let me see. A-Side Tank story. His fans, some of them experience parents. Let me see. Parents on drugs or are in prison. Yeah, that is true, and you can relate to that, right? Because more often than not, when those kids are growing up, they can feel like the outcasts. Like if someone's parent is on drugs or if someone's parent is in prison, but other people have their parents that are not on drugs and they're not in prison, you can feel like the outcast. But then you see this guy who got a lot of star power, who very flamboyant, who can box his butt off in the ring, and he have the same story you have. You tend to attach yourself to that, and it's something to shoot for, right? It's not a bad thing to shoot for. It's not bad. It's not bad. No, it's neither here nor there for me. I think that is something that's actually admirable from Tank. I just hate how they down talk Tank. I don't think people down talk Tank. I think people want Tank to acknowledge the position that he has in being in the A side, and then having the full power to command the fights that we want to see, and then having the power to not give us the fights that we want to see. So with a lot of power, I'm sorry, it's a cliche, with a lot of power comes with a lot of responsibility, and heavy is the head that wears the crown. Tank wears the crown, so his head is heavy. It's very burdensome with boxing because we expect a lot of things from Tank. A side, you kind of me up. If Eddie offered Haney a Ryan fight as a counter to a Tank pay-per-view, I'll be sick. Yo, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just yo, I'm just saying. It's an option that's there. That's funny to me. Asa, I just left from your channel to see if you was live, but happened to find out that you're live on Blue Channel. LOL. Hey man, it happens by happenstake, man. I appreciate that you're here, great brother. Knockout King. Salute to you. Let's see what we got. Hope Blue get well soon. Hate seeing him sick. Yeah, it's just one of them things. And I told Blue, it is ever since the C19, it just seems like you're, I don't know, because I've been getting sick more often than not. And that seemed like it happened after the C19. Like, it's just like my immune system is, I don't know, I gotta rebuild it or something. So, especially friends and girlfriends now, loaf, network chicken, new girlfriends and wealth. And I don't know what that's referring to. Let me see. Facts, Blue, they know that they can throw the team Haney little scraps off the table like they do everybody else. Oh, I think you was responding to, let me see, Facebook. They know they can't throw. Sorry, not can, but can't. I think you responded to what Blue said earlier, that this would be his most. I think that Devin Haney will be the most accomplished and the most formidable B-side and respectable B-side that Tank will go up against. And I think that those pay-per-view numbers are going to reflect that. And that's what Blue was saying. Blue was saying that Haney and them don't think that they're the A-side. It's just that they're able to stand and make their demand because they know that they're a strong B-side, if that makes sense. For sure, A-side. Salute, Naga King. Salute. Blue, are you doing a watch party for the Cobra? No, he's sick. He's sick right now. He's not doing the watch party. It just takes a lot out of you to do a watch party and to stay fast on what's going on in the chat. And you know how you do things every day, like effortlessly, and then as soon as you get sick and you try to do those same things, you just try to walk to the mailbox, and it just seems like it takes so much effort that it can weigh on you for sure. Ring Roberts with A-Side, was Devin performance due to Regis being overrated, or is Devin that great? I think it was due to a couple of things. I think Regis' performance is nothing that he's never done before. Quincy Carter, I just think that one, his style is tailor-made for a fighter that is like Devin Haney. If you had noticed what I said to Regis Prograis' coach, I said that you guys had trouble fighting the boxer in Zorilla. What are you going to do with arguably one of the most talented boxers on pound for pound on earth? And he couldn't answer that question. He said, "Dude, Haney ain't got no power. He not doing nothing. Haney is not a good fighter. He get hit." So not only that, it's his style. I believe is tailor made for Devin Haney. I can't concede to that point because he doesn't have fast feet. Period. He doesn't have fast feet. He has short arms, but he's extremely dangerous. And I thought he was going to look better than what he did. Coupled with Devin Haney going up in weight and actually having the energy expenditures that he did not have at 135, we were able to see Devin Haney perform like the Devin Haney of old, where he has so much more energy. He's dashing. He looks fast. He's very quick with his jab, extremely sharp, but his pivot was the thing that stole the night for me. He was never in a place for too long. It was a mongoose versus a snake. So you couple those things together, you get a performance like that with Devin Haney. Let me see. Canelo is the face of Mexican boxing. It's not fair how he has moved all throughout his career, and Tank is the face of boxing because of the knockouts. Celebrity power. Celebrity power he has. Well, I'm sorry, but knockouts are always going to be something that people want to see because it's such a spectacle to watch. It's such a spectacle to watch one man completely separate another man from his consciousness. It's just one of those things, man. It's wired into us to like knockout. It just means somewhere down in your code, somewhere down in our DNA, in our code, somewhere that you just eliminated the threat for the time being. Whereas when you're boxing, there's always a threat there looming that you could get knocked out even in the 12th round. That's why people who are winning a fight, they don't sell out in the 12th round because that threat is always there. It's always looming, right? Once you knock someone out, that threat is gone. It's dissipated at its finest, right? You get to walk off, turn around, take your gloves off, and it's always a spectacle to us, So that's just one thing I can think about like that. Asa, are you excited about the Devin versus Sandor Martin fight? You know what? I'm neither here nor there with the Devin Haney versus the Sandor Martin fight. I'm neither here nor there with it. It's not something that I really thought about. I'm interested in Devin having the big fights. I really want to see him against Subriel Matiz. A lot of people think that Devin Haney is scared of Subriel Matiz. I don't believe that Devin Haney is scared of Subriel Matiz. I actually believe that Subriel Matiz is tailor-made for Devin. But what I don't want is for people to say that Subriel Matiz is overrated. So I want to give him all of his credit now, because if Devin was to go in there and pitch a shutout and beat Subriel Matiz, then I would want him to get that credit for that. Let me see. I promise if Tank and Haney fight and it does over $1 million, we can chalk it up to this build up. Tank wins, though, no matter the weight, in my opinion. And see, that's what makes boxing so good, right? Because some people are really convinced that no matter what weight class they fight at, no matter what the conditions is, the Tank is eventually going to ink out the win, right? And then you have people that are like myself that are saying that I think Tank physicalities are going to play an issue with him fighting someone that's on the same level as him as far as talent and as far as skills. They don't have the same talent, but the skills are the skills are comparable to each other, right? And I think that can play an interesting role, and I think that can be the deciding factor in this fight. I could be wrong. He can go in there and he can get knocked out, but I can also be right. He can go in there and he can make Tank not look like himself and outbox him. A-side, so who's next for Devin and Tank? I don't know who's next for Devin and Tank. If I had to choose, and it had to be someone next for them, right? Before they fight, I would like for Devin to fight Subriel Matiz, and I would like for Gervonta to fight either De Los Santos or Jermaine Ortiz. If he's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson, let me correct myself. If he's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson, I would like him to fight Jermaine Ortiz or De Los Santos, and then him and Haney can fight in mid next year. It'll be tough fights for both of them, but I believe that them two do ink out wins, and it's a respectable name, and it's exciting for boxing. It don't, after how you put butts to seats. Celebrities from all walks go to see Tank. That's true. Bro is the face. Canelo's culture, the main reason of him being big, right? Main reason he's big. I can see what you're saying, right? I can see what you're saying. You're saying that Tank is bringing celebrities and people from all walks of life to see him, whereas Canelo has a country behind him. But, not only there's that country behind him, but he has people from all walks of life seeing him as well. If you was to eliminate the who is there, like the culture and what, if you was to eliminate and just put it to numbers, Fope, his numbers still greater than Gervonta Tank Davis. Like through and through, his numbers still come out greater. That's what make him the face. Like I love when people say, with Tank, man, whether we like it or not, he is the A-side compared to Devin Haney because he put more butts in seats. That's a fact. Through and through, I don't care what Devin Haney accomplished. I don't care about, being undisputed. Tank is the face because of that reason. Through and through, with Canelo Alvarez, despite him having a country or not, he sells more tickets than Tank Davis, more often than Tank Davis, more consistently than Tank Davis. So that makes him the face. Okay, ASI, because we could argue. I was for sure going to call if you didn't clear that up. With Canelo and Tank. Nah, I mean that's just what I think. You know, if someone wants to argue the point, I would love to hear it, but that's just what I think. Go back and listen to Bill on the Boxing Voice. He was stuck on that subject. Which subject, Mikey? Put it in the chat for me. Which subject? What was he talking about? Deep down, blue and A side note. Tank is going to win. Love you guys. Show though. Love you guys. Show though. I actually the contrary, man. I just think that either of those three can beat each other at any given time. I just want to see exactly what happens if you put them in the ring, both bodies healthy and they're able to go at it. Ring Rouse A side. Ed Shakur overrated. No, I actually think that he's been underrated after his last performance, and that's going to serve some people very bad in his next fight. He is not overrated. He is exactly who he is. He's an extremely talented boxer that don't like to get hit. That's what he is through and through. If you want to talk about Shakur defense, you want to talk about Shakur. He's an extremely talented boxer that do not like to get hit. People will say, A-side, what boxer like to get hit? True enough, but they don't have the talent to make sure that they don't get hit. He absolutely do, right? Is he going to perform that way with another puncher? I don't know, because if he performed that way with punchers, people are not going to want to see him with punchers. So if you're not in there with punchers, you have to be in there with boxers. And if you are a tactician, and if you love the sweet science, and if you're a boring boxer, nobody want to see you in there with another tactician in the sweet science. With boring boxing, they're gonna call all your fight boring because you're overly cautious with punchers. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the overrated can come from. Blue, you all right, man? Yeah,
man. It feel like somebody took a whole mask and just put it on my face, man. Just feel heavy. Just feel super heavy, man. Like it just happened. It just happened like
instantly.
Yeah, like in the mix of us talking, it's like the sun went down and it just hit me. Like,
yeah. I can see it in your face. You know, your eyes. You can just see it.
It just felt like a lot of pressure, man. Got me a little cup of tea though.
Yeah. No, I got you. Well, whenever you're ready, you know, because your health is very important.
Let's just pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to watch the Niners tomorrow.
The Niners win, that cold gonna jump right out of you.
Niners get the dub. Yeah, man. Niners get the dub, man. You already know, man.
Right,
Knockout
exactly.
Kings. Salute, Knockout Kings.
Salute, Justin Hawkins.
Yeah, got me some tea, man.
So we appreciate every last one of you guys coming through tonight. Make sure you smash that like button on your way out. Make sure you smash the like button. As you can see, Blue is feeling very sick right now, but he still came on to give you guys over an hour of content, and just so we can stay connected and stay consistent with delivering the content in the boxing community. So we'll appreciate if you guys will smash the like button. Like I say all the time, this content is not free, but you can pay your admission by smashing the like button. We appreciate it. Blue, at any time you can go ahead and take us out, great brother.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy, the nighttime just gets you, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Chris, what's up, brother? And it got me quick, bro. I was feeling good. I hit A side up. I said, "You want to cook?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go." My body had other plans, bro. As we were talking, I just felt it. Yeah, I felt it like coming like this, like a tsunami, man.
Yeah, no, definitely get you some rest. We need you well rested.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down, drink this tea, lay down and watch these fights.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So we cook tomorrow after the Niners, so I guess like 7:38.
Okay.
Yeah, like 7:38 we'll pull up.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all
Sounds
coming
perfect.
through, man. Sorry that we got to get off, and sorry I couldn't cook. I couldn't get into it, man. It instantly hit me. I just texted A-Side. I'm like, bro, I can't even do it. Like, my head started pounding instantly. Like, and y'all know I be getting those migraines, so I'm trying to avoid that. On top of it, that's the worst thing that can happen to me right now, is to get one of those on top of it. So I appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding us down, man, showing us love. We'll be back on tomorrow evening, man. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shady videos. That's all we got for y'all. Hey, man, you watching this? Hey, so you watching this? I just turned on this Andre Berto Guerrero rematch. Two old dudes.
I'll watch it.
Two old dudes, man. Berto getting beat up again, man. He was getting beat up. He got beat up in the first fight. He getting beat up right now.
No, I'm about to go watch. I'm about to go watch some fights too. I'm about to see Coburn. Just enjoy the weekend.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Yeah, I got my goddaughter over here, and Kim and Yame, they just 7-6 and they fight. And I thought about you. I said, how were you able to do all of them just fighting?
Bro. The trick is let them go.
Dude, they just was arguing back and forth, and me and Pam trying to mitigate everything and talk it out. Kim was like, nah, I don't want to talk about nothing.
Yeah.
She
just let them go, bro. Let them go.
Right.
And tomorrow, man, I want to cook on Alicia Bongard and Carissa Shields too.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I want to cook on that too. We got to cook.
All right. That's
all
a
right.
bet.
Appreciate y'all, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.